Johnny, ayo! It is Sunday, fools! Good morning, or whatever time it is for you. It is Sunday, and it is episode 8 of Fluffernutter Live. How are you guys doing? Currently only Johnny, because there's only Johnny following. American Eagles. I don't know what that's in reference for. American Eagles, an airliner. Or is, I don't remember. I can't tell you if I seem a little flustered. It is crazy what I just went through to make sure everything was on time. Because if any of you guys know me, I am huge on making sure that I am on time. I'm one of those really punctual type people. Let me make this sandwich. I am making it. I am one of those people, like I said, that likes to be punctual. And in this situation, there's so much that's going on because tomorrow is my first day of flight school. It's orientation, and I actually have a ground lesson tomorrow. Okay, hold on. This is going to be too much. If it sounds like my chair's breaking, it's because it's broken. So, all right. As you guys always know, gotta have the peanut butter. All right, gotta have the fluff. This is the real deal, not that other stuff. The other stuff is fine. It's just, if you can, go this route. If I seem flustered, it's because literally I've been getting everything done as fast as possible. I just got done working out and making dinner like right afterwards. So my ears are hot. I'm still kind of sweating. Whew. Oh man, it is crazy. And what a day it's been, because today, well, last night, the ATP versus Blue Line video got posted. And we'll talk about that. Oh man, I seem so flustered. But anyways, I've been rushed. Like, it's just getting everything done, like making sure that the script for this is written, which wasn't much, but it's something. It's something I have to do. Cody the pilot has joined us. I'll wave at you. Wave. So anyways, just got to working out, like ran to do this as fast as possible. I still haven't showered. If I smell bad, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just, it is what it is. So, I don't have enough. Oh man. The feedback on that ATP versus Blue Line video has been quite positive. I haven't had any negatives so far. I'm waiting for it. I know there's haters out there that are going to be, I don't know, maybe upset with the results. I don't know. I thought it was a pretty fair video. Oh, look at that. That's disgusting, but it's great at the same time. Whew, I'm not even in frame. Let me get in frame. This time around, so something's going on, by the way, with my Instagram live videos. If you guys watch these on YouTube, you'll notice that episode 6 and 7, the audio is completely different from the first 5. And that is because at the end of every Instagram live video, if you want to save it, you have the video ends, it tells you that you ended it, and then you only have one chance to do this. There's a download button that they allow you to download the video, right? It's a high quality, the whole deal. You don't get to see the comments of it, which is kind of the downside. But, so anyways, I've been doing that the past 2 episodes and nothing happens. It never downloads to my phone. So I then have to put my phone into my closet while it's screen recording the whole episode. So I have to leave my phone for 30, 40 minutes so it can record the whole thing. And so the audio is crap. So this time around, I actually have, it's running, that's good, an actual professional audio thing hooked up just in case. So if I do have to screen record again, I will attach good audio to it. So that's fantastic. Oh my god, let me make this sandwich. I don't even want it, man. I just ate dinner. A full steak dinner. I am kind of still hungry, though. Okay. Good enough. didn't get so dirty. Not much to talk about today. Only have a few questions. A lot of people haven't even really figured out, if most people even made it to the end of my video, they haven't discovered my Fluffernutter live thing yet from the ATP versus Blue Line video. I do mention it in there, but... Johnny, how are you, man? Are you good? I think you're the only person... There's some... that was straight marshmallow. I didn't clap myself on, guys. Thank you. You know what's... Oh, you're epic. Wow. That's a hell of a descriptor. Okay, let me talk about the ATP versus Blue Line video. Once again, just released it. Released last night on the 15th at 8:30 p.m. And to date, it is my fastest growing video that I've posted thus far. Like I said, the feedback's been pretty good. A lot of people are really happy with like how thorough it is. I just don't know, like a lot of people that have been talking to me, so they haven't completely gotten through it. They're kind of watching it in segments because it's an hour long. But they seem to really be enjoying it. And actually, I gotta bring that... Oh, I know how I can look at it. One of the comments I posted to my Instagram story, one of the messages I received from it, and it was a really heartfelt message. It made me feel all kinds of goods in the hearts and stuff. But currently, right before this video started, was at 2,400 views, which is pretty good to get that many views within 24 hours. That's on the Facebook side. YouTube, it's sitting at like 60 or something. But get this, that is really fast for me. That's not something I usually get. What is that? Oh, that's your weird thing. Okay. No love. And what's really weird is I'm getting messages from ATP students who have been telling me their experience. Like they saw my video and then like they wanted to add to it. And not so far it hasn't been in a positive manner. One girl I was just speaking with was telling me that, so ATP advertises that their rental rates for their student housing is $800 a month, right? Or $200 a week. But she's saying, and it was like a couple of other students got to her location and it wasn't. It ended up coming up to like $29. It's billed on a daily basis, $29 a day. And she was ending up spending like $900 a month instead of $800. And I was like, well, maybe you were just at the more expensive location because some ATP locations are more expensive. But it wasn't the case. She was advertised that hers was the $800 a month, not the $900 a month. So that's crappy. Even bigger is some students. So, okay, for you guys that don't know much about flight school, right? You go through flight school, you graduate, and sometimes, most of the time, you become an instructor for that school. Okay. ATP used to have this thing where it was $800 a month for housing. And then if you wanted to be an instructor in that student housing, you get to stay there, and it was like $300 a month, which is a really good deal because it includes utilities. I really am sweating still. That's crazy. But they just changed that. And so there's students that are currently in that are now going to have to pay $800 a month as a student, and even though they already did the numbers to make it work out for them, where it's only going to be $300 a month, they have to eat the $800 a month. That's over a 15-month period, that's a $7,500 difference over the entire program. That's crazy. That's nuts. So, that's the thing. Other than that, I've been getting a lot of great feedback about all that stuff. And ironically, in the video, one of the sections, the first category that I speak about is safety. In that category, it's split into two different things. I forget what the first subcategory was. Was it? Emphasis of safety, which is not a big problem. The second one was accident history. And I literally got done talking about how it's not common for ATP to have an accident. It's really rare, if anything. But it ends up being that literally 2 or 3 days ago, a student landed one of their Seminoles. It's a multi-engine aircraft without landing gear up. And it's like this laughing stock currently, which has got to really suck for the student. But everybody's in the ATP groups are talking about it. And he landed and it wrecked. And it adds something to ATP's list, which is really shitty for ATP. I mean, it's still really infrequent. they put out a lot of students, so the ratio is really good. They're still a safe school, so that's a thing. I put a lot on this. I'm so flustered, man. I really need to take a shower. Do I smell? No? Okay. I want to make sure. What was the other thing I was supposed to talk about? Okay, Blue Line filming. Okay, so last week I told you I was going to go to Blue Line, set up all my cameras, all the GoPros that I have. Right, all these guys. Ah, good thing it's a GoPro. Okay, so these guys with the extended batteries and everything, right? Supposed to go inside the cockpit. But unfortunately, one of the cameras won't be able to face at me. There's going to be one, whereas like if I'm like in the left seat and then the other guy's in the right seat, there's going to be a camera behind me facing forward, right? Facing out the windshield. So that camera is good. The camera that was supposed to be in front of me facing back at us, this isn't going to happen. The instructor's not that comfortable with it, which is understandable. And it's not because of camera shyness. It's because that if something goes wrong, he doesn't want the FAA to like have that kind of footage against him, which 100% makes sense. That was actually one of the decisions I had to make before I started making all these videos, and if I wanted to even film in footage, because the FAA will use everything against you that they possibly can to make anything and everything your fault as the pilot. So I get the precaution. But for me, I made the decision that I'm going to go ahead and still do it. For me, at least. When he's not in the cockpit, I will have it. I'll have it face me. So then I'll have two pieces of footage. But the other camera, I'm just going to have it point out and face like the left side of the wing or something. So that won't be a problem. I'm just catching my breath. I was like I did P90X, and now I'm here doing another version of a talking form of P90X. Oh, man. Are there any launches coming up? I know there's one real. I think it's tomorrow. Hold on. I'm going to let you know. Calm down. I'm going to let you know. Why would I prep this beforehand? That's too responsible. Falcon 9, Block 5. Launches in 14 hours from where? From where, though? Oh, it's another Starlink mission. Meaning that when they shoot this one up, it's going to go up there, and all the satellites are just 60 of them just going to fling out and go everywhere. Actually, I'm going to talk to you about that. It is launching from Space Launch Complex, Florida, Slick 40. So that's going to be launching from Florida at 9:59 a.m. So 9:59 in the morning, SpaceX will be launching. If you ever get a chance to see this, it's totally possible, like, to actually see this with the naked eye. Okay, if you ever see a SpaceX launch that says that it's a Starlink mission, right? That is SpaceX's internet network that they're trying to essentially spread throughout all over the globe, right? They're trying to provide internet for the entire globe. And they already, on their second launch, they already outdid every satellite company that's out there with the number of satellites up in space. What's cool is the way they launch it. So I said earlier that it spins and it like go everywhere. That's not what happens. What happens is it goes up there and then they're all spring loaded, and so they all shoot out like a deck of cards, like all evenly. So just imagine each satellite stacked on top of each other, and then as they go out, they just slowly get pushed away from each other. Now, what's cool about this is because of the way they do that, it looks like a train. There's like 60 semi-bright dots that you can just see flying in a perfect line. Looks like some crazy alien stuff. Ow, I've only seen it once. You have to be really lucky, really good weather, very clear, the whole deal. So, the spinny thing, I think why I mistook that is that's a way that, like, when I die, that's how I want to go. Well, not how I want to go. I'll die, and then I want to get cremated. And then there's a service that you can do where you get put in these little pods, and they can put 150 of these pods on one satellite. And so it launches, and it actually launched the last Falcon Heavy launch. It goes up there, separates from the rocket at some point once it gets to its orbit, and then it just starts spinning. And all the little pods of all the cremated tubes, so 150 people, get launched out into space. And your ashes will forever be out in space. And that is so cool, and I want that for me when I die. So that's the thing. So anyways, if you're on the East Coast, 9:59 is their window. So keep an eye out for that. 9:59 in the morning. In the morning, I got questions. Okay. Let's do questions. Has the fact that you're filming your classes been received well by Blue Line? Yeah. It hasn't been negative, nor has it been positive. It's been both. I mean, the owner reached out to me about the ATV versus Blue Line video, like about a couple hours ago, and he's just happy about it because, not because he's the winner, but because he gets to look at the faults and figure out how he can like work on those, I guess, which I thought was pretty cool. So he's going to take that perspective on it. And then what else? I think that's about it. They don't really care that much, it seems like. It seems that they're just like, yeah, we have people that sometimes want to put GoPros in the cockpit. And they're kind of treating it the same way. Although I guess the marketing guy I spoke with said I'm just kind of bringing it to like another level because I'm doing it all the time with this whole plan of how I want to do it. Come back. Where's the questions? Johnny, you got a question. What's one thing you're looking forward to getting out of flight school besides your license? Married. I just want to be married with kids. I don't know why. It's not that I want. I don't know what's considered. I don't think that should be considered settling. I think it's opinionated. I think it's about what happens after you get married, whether or not it becomes settling. But for me, I guess when they say settling, maybe they mean settling because you're settling and choosing one person. Maybe that's what they mean. But for me, I'd be cool to have kids and everything and still be able to go do all this kind of crazy stuff. That's what I want. I'm pretty sure that's not what you expected, but whatever. Okay. Let's see. Spam, because it says follow for follow. This question is, what is this show? I don't know. I have no idea what this show is supposed to be. It's just something I started. It was inspired by John Mayer's Current Mood. He used to do it every Sunday. I don't know why he doesn't do it anymore. But I just get to come on here and talk about stuff. I'm going to take advantage of it and talk about my experiences at Blue Line every week. That'll actually be starting next week, next Sunday, I think. Hold on, let me check. That's going to be important to know whether or not there's going to be a thing next weekend. Because I think I fly, one of the weekends I'm flying on Sunday night. And I'm flying from like 4 to 7:30. So I won't be able to do that. Hold on. What's today, the 16th? Okay. We're going to find out. Only my reservations. Yep. It looks like... I don't know what I want to do. Johnny, you should tell me. I can either... Because the flight is from 4:30 to 7:30, so there's no way I'm going to be able to make next week's Fluffernutter live. Should I push it earlier or later? If it was later, it'd be much later, because I won't be getting home for another hour after that, at least. Or it could be earlier. Or I could just not do it. I could just not have that portion, or that night. Episode 9 just wouldn't happen next weekend. But there'll be a segment in the show where I talk about what I went over the previous week. Or if I skip one, I'll go over what happened the previous 2 weeks. Or 3 weeks, however many I miss. Fine, Fluffernutter. Okay. At all costs. Even at the cost of me failing flight school. See, spam. Spam sticker. Get rid of that. Shocker, it's an attractive woman. And this isn't really a question, but it says, your video was fire, thanks for making it. You're welcome. It hurt me making it. So, I'm fried from it, because I had to do that and continue to study for everything. It was nuts. There was a side of me that didn't, like, I was getting to the end of making it, and I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. It was taking a toll. Okay, so I don't think there's remaining time. It's only 7:19. I really don't have anything else to talk about because I've just been so distracted and taking care of so many things lately that I'll leave this little tidbit. I used to follow my favorite philosopher is Socrates because he annoyed everybody, always asking people why. So he had a philosophy that voting isn't something that everybody should be able to do, which is really good point. Water. Let's drink water because I just got to working out. Oh man. Okay. So, Socrates, he believes that voting isn't something that everybody should do, and I am currently in the development of that opinion. Because to him, voting is a skill. So, and I think that's a good point. I mean, it makes a lot of sense when you really think about it. So, I don't know. I just want to leave you with that because that's something I was thinking about earlier today, about whether or not everybody should have the right to vote. Because that way, if you don't give them that, then that's an infringement on their First Amendment right. They don't get the ability to vote. It's a freedom of speech. So, but at the same time, you got people making illogical decisions when it comes to voting. So that's a thing. Not trying to dive into politics, just the principles and philosophy of the concept of voting. So, I don't know. I thought it was interesting. Okay. I'll figure out whether or not Fluffernutter Live is going to happen next weekend because I had to be at the school at 4:30. And then before that, I probably shouldn't publicly talk about my schedule. Because I'm so famous. So before that, if I did, it takes me an hour to get to school. That's my commute. It's about 45 minutes. So Fluffernutter Live would be so early. If anything, it would have to happen late at night. So I'll figure that out. But either way, I think I'm going to wrap it up. Johnny, unless you have anything. I see Strunky just joined us. Strunky, join at the end. I'm sorry, I'm closing it up. Shut up too late. Starts at 7 every Sunday. Let me get the timer ready. Do I have I don't know if I have a talk with myself segment. If I should do that or not. Hold on. What was the thing? Nah, not yet. I'll figure it out. It's okay, Strunky. Just don't mess up next time. Strunky sounds weird. It's really weird saying that name. Okay. Yeah, I'll do a talk with myself next. Do you want to do? Jeez, he's had an attitude lately. He doesn't want to. You don't want to do. Okay. He doesn't want to do it. Fine. Cool. I'll do a talk with myself probably next time. Halfway through. Half an hour to go, man. Not much longer. It is a long video. It took me so long. I've been working on that video for what, 3 weeks now? So, it was really hard consolidating months of research. There's so much information I couldn't put in there. I literally had to give surface level information. But at least it gives a bunch of people a foundation of what to study from. Even if they don't want to go to ATP and Blue Line, they'll be able to look at that video and be able to use that. He says, I'm going to be at ATP Tampa Tuesday, so I'll hopefully get to choose soon. ATP Tampa's nice. Like I said, the people are cool. It's just the downside is that when I visited Blue Line, it was just a completely different experience. That Blue Line to me was the better school. So, which I guess I'm kind of spoiling it for you there. But yeah. So, okay. What is that? Is that a mark? You're going to watch it tonight? It's an hour long, Johnny. And it's about flight school. I don't know why you'd be interested. You can probably watch the first 2 categories and get an idea of what it looks like. Your choice. Your choice. Okay, I'm wrapping this up. I don't know if it's Fluffernutter Live is going to happen next Sunday because I'm supposed to be flying. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. I know I love the DA20s too. I'm taking my private on it now. They're amazing. Right? This is another thing I didn't get to put in the video is Blue Line is swapping out. Here, a little gold nugget of information that no one actually knows yet, that outside of my video, is that they're getting rid of all their DA20s and they're getting all DA40s from this point. And DA40s are even nicer, like more nice or even more nice. I don't know. So that's something. That's just something to consider. So that probably won't happen until the end of the year. That's a part of like when Blue Line moves to their new location. Like Blue Line is growing. But, okay. All right, I'm going to start the timer. It's happening. It's happening. Strunky. I don't know if it's going to happen next weekend. You can probably join us next time. Johnny, yes. Start that. Hold on. So, yeah. DA20s are 2-seater. DA40s are 4-seater. And DA42s are 4-seaters with 2 engines. So, that's a thing. I'm a pilot. No, I'm not. So, I love your face, guys. If you have anything to say, you have 1 minute and 40 seconds to figure that out. Not much longer. And don't worry, if you missed it, I'm going to go ahead and download this, and I'll be able to post it. Okay? On YouTube and Facebook. Once again, keep an eye out on my Instagram stories. I don't know if there's going to be another Fluffernutter live next Sunday. We'll see. Not sure. Maybe. I like this song. Remember, at 52 seconds, it's going to drop. And we got to be a part of that. You rock out with me. We got to do this together. When it goes from 52 to 51. Alright, here goes. Ready? Woo! Okay. Every time I make one of these videos and upload it, I have to license this song. Every time. Every time. But it's worth it. Because you deserve it. All of you beautiful faces. Y'all deserve it. Okay? Okay. Other face. I'm out. Okay? Hold on, wait. Strunky said something. One thing about the vid I couldn't believe was how much faster Blue Line is than HP. Me too. It's nuts. But it's a thing. And they have a high pass rate. So, alright, I gotta go. Let her face. See you maybe next Sunday. We'll see. I don't know. Fluffernutter live in the air? In the plane? Maybe. Okay. No. Okay, let her face.